Hi everybody! This is a video response to the circumcision video that has been going on, and I just watched it a few days ago and I absolutely loved it. And I had thought about doing a video response for a couple days and put it off because it's actually a very passionate subject for me, and sometimes those aren't the best things to do videos on when you're so passionate about it. But I just want to say that I absolutely loved it and I agree with it 100%, and I am so excited that our generation of mom and dads are really starting to look into things. Sometimes it seems like we do things because the generation before us did it and the generation before them did it, and we don't really know why we did it, or they don't even know why they did it sometimes. It was just something that you do, right? And circumcision, I really do believe, is one of those things. And the medical community agrees with us as well. Like here in Canada, it used to be covered under medical to get your baby circumcised, and now it's not. And there's a reason for that, and we need to investigate that reason. I know that when I was pregnant, and I didn't know I had sons yet, but it used to boil my blood when I would hear people talk about, when they were pregnant too, and they would talk about if they had a son, they were going to circumcise because of cleanliness, because of all these different things. And it used to boil my blood because I'm like, research it, find out what is the medical evidence for that. Like, it was interesting because a lot of the women would say cleaner, less infections and stuff, and I'd sit there and I'd question them, and I'd be like, look, even if that was true, okay, let's just say it was true. Let's say uncircumcised boys got a lot more infections than circumcised, which we know isn't true, but let's say it is. Women, hands down, get more infections down in that region than men, circumcised or not, ever would, unless there was like a real other issue going on, right? And we would never, ever, ever consider, adjusting a girl's labia so that it would be drier and easier to clean. We would never, ever think of doing something like that. What do we do for our daughters? We teach them to clean the area properly, to dry the area properly, and how to take care of ourselves so that we have less chance of getting infections, right? So why not do the same for boys? And then with the argument that you hear a lot of men make about wanting, Satan, hi Ben. Hi, baby. Okay, so a lot of the argument that men make is that they want to all kind of be the same in a sense, right? Like they don't want their sons thinking that they're different. Well, that really bugs me too, because, oh, thank you, sweetheart. Mwah. For starters, even if you and your son are circumcised, you're both going to look different, because a full-grown man and a little boy are night and day. There's different sizes of things, there's hair, no hair. So by the time your son gets to the age where he notices that there's a difference, you guys shouldn't be, necessarily showing each other your parts anyways, or if you do, I doubt he's going to be studying it. You know what I mean? You're going to start making more eye contact. So, are you attacking me? You're attacking me, aren't you? So, when this boy wants love, this boy gets love. Yes. So, that used to bother me as well. And, I understand that sometimes there are religious customs, and, for Jewish people, it's a part of their religion to circumcise. And, hi. Yes, hi. And, there are some cases I know of boys where it needs to get done. And those are totally different things, But when you talk about people doing it for the old-fashioned reason of medical reasons, which have been shown to be false, or men wanting everybody to look the same in the family, that's just weird. Or even the cosmetic part of it, where people are like, well, it just looks better. Like, are you serious? Like, then you're using circumcision as a form of plastic surgery, right? And you're doing a cosmetic procedure on your baby, and they don't even have the option, So it's a bit of a passionate subject for me. But overall, I don't judge people for doing it, but I know strongly in my heart what I do believe in it. And I would never say, like I have friends who have circumcised their sons, and I would never say anything to them, and I would never argue with them. So that's not my intentions, and I do understand that sometimes there are reasons why you need to do this. Satan, no honey, not now. But overall, I just wanted to comment and say I'm just so thrilled that we are looking into things and finding out the reasons why traditions and customs have been happening and making decisions for ourselves whether or not we're going to continue doing what generation after generation after generation has done. And I just think that's absolutely wonderful to empower ourselves with education and facts and empower ourselves with being able to stand on your own 2 feet and have your own opinion about something is just even wonderful too. And I think that all in all, more people are now starting to go towards the why am I circumcising and I'm not going to movement. I'm finding that more and more people are not doing it. Again, outside of medical issues and medical concerns and religious beliefs, right? So anyways, I don't mean to offend anybody out there if you believe strongly the other way. I just wanted to make a comment that I love this video, and it was great to see all the research that she had done and the historical reasoning why things were done in what period of time, and I'm just thankful once again that we can question what we may have been brought up with doing and make decisions for our own families.